Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. USDINR opens higher tracking recovery in the global dollar analysis. http ntvforex.com news ID 79332. 8/3/2026 10:33 am. RBI's FX reserves rose another USD 5 BN to a record USD 522.6 BN. While the USD has weakened significantly against majors USD, GBP, CHF, JPY on account of record low real rates in the US, it has not weakened as much against Asian and M currencies. Furthermore, RBI's aggressive USD purchases have ensured that it has weakened even less against the INR. 74.50 has been acting as very strong support in USDINR. The rupee has therefore underperformed and weakened in relative terms. The overvaluation in the rupee has got corrected by close to 2% over the last few sessions. The fact that RBI's FX purchases have continued for well over a month after its balance sheet date confirms that there are definitely more considerations behind RBI's intervention besides just the economic capital framework. A more competitive rupee would aid exports and protect domestic manufacturers from cheap imports. The RBI may also want to build a substantial buffer before further relaxing restrictions on convertibility on the capital account front, which is one of the considerations for inclusion in a global bond index. We can therefore expect the rupee to underperform in times of broad USD weakness. The direction would be the same as broad USD, but the pace would be slower. At the same time, the volatility is also expected to remain contained. We see the range of 74.40–75.40 hold over the week. The centre's fiscal deficit for April-June has already reached 83.2% of that budgeted for the fiscal. However, any further increase in borrowing is likely to be announced in H2 FY20 after ascertaining the pace of revival in economic activity. GST collections in July came in at Rs 87422 CR compared to Rs 102,082 last year and Rs 90917 CR in June. Core sector contracted 15% in June compared to 22% in May. Passenger vehicle sales saw a sharp rebound in July, rising 69% MOM and were just 1% lower than sales recorded in July 2019. It will be interesting to see whether the month-on-month pickup in activity is more on account of pent-up demand post-lockdown or is more durable in nature. If a similar pace of recovery extends into the forthcoming months, it would be quite encouraging. Markets would be disappointed if the recovery starts to plateau. The focus is definitely going to be on the second derivative, i.e. whether the pace of recovery accelerates or decelerates from here. Rating agency Fitch has revised the outlook on U.S. credit rating to negative from stable, citing lack of a credible plan towards fiscal consolidation. The U.S. government deficit is likely to rise to a record USD 40 and 20% of GDP this year compared to 0.86 TN last year, taking the total debt to USD 270 and 130% of GDP. U.S. yields are pretty much unchanged post the rating outlook revision. The RBI monetary policy is due on Thursday. The RBI may keep rates on hold and introduce further measures to aid transmission and facilitate revival in credit offtake. On the global data front, US ISM manufacturing PMI is due today, Reserve Bank of Australia rate decision on Tuesday, US ISM non-manufacturing and July ADP private payroll on Wednesday, BOE monetary policy on Thursday, and finally the US July NFP on Friday. Rupee is likely to open around 74.90 and trade 74.70–75.05 range. Asian currencies are mixed. Strategy exporters have been advised to cover at lower levels only through option strategy. Importers are advised to hold, maintaining a stop loss of 75.00 or cover through risk reversal option strategy. The 3M range for USDINR is 73.60–75.90 and the 6M range is 73.00–77.00. Download the full daily currency insight. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me/mt5.expert.advisors.